Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Dad's Expensive Hobby.
What's up?
Today, I'm taking a look at the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Goku Super Warrior Awakened. This is an old figure. This is the third video that I'm going to be making as far as figures that I have had for years that I've never done a video on. Be sure and check out my Krillin and my Final Battle Jiren videos. They're pretty decent, I think. But this is an old figure, one of the oldest figures that I own. This thing is 10 plus years, but I still think it holds some merit because this is what, like the first appearance Super Saiyan or whatever. I think that's what this is supposed to be. I know later this year we're getting that Fighter of Rage Goku that is essentially going to replace this, and I think that's going to be a pretty awesome thing. Even though this is a good figure, especially for its time, it is definitely antiquated and we need an update. So let's just dive right in. This is one of the first, if not the first, as there goes the figure falling down, where SH Figuarts started doing their packaging like this, and I like it. I think it looks really good as usual. You know, nice window, nice figure image right there, says Son Goku, useless little images on the side, and of course they could have used the space on the back a little bit better, but it's still really good packaging. So let's dive into the figure really quick and see how tall he is for old time's sake. To the top of his hair, he is about 6 3/4 inches tall. He has quite a bit of hair, but down to the hairline's more like 5.5, just like all the other Gokus, which would make the entire figure just north of 17 centimeters, almost 17.5. Now, the only figure that I own that is kind of a more or less direct comparison to this figure is the legendary Super Saiyan Goku. And obviously, this one looks a lot better. It's a lot newer of a figure. But like I said, this one still holds its own. It's still got a lot of things going on with it that are pretty good. So let's talk about its oh, good God, I can't talk. It's aesthetic really quick. First off, I want to talk about the hair.
Are you serious?
Because this thing still has my favorite kind of hair that SH Figuarts did. Not necessarily this, but the fact that it is actually painted and it's that matte hair, I miss that. I think that hair looked the best. It definitely had the most premium kind of look. Now, the faceplates are very, very soft. Even though they look good, particularly for their time, they're very, very soft, and we have much better, hair sculpt and face sculpt, options out there now. But he does look good, has a nice matte finish on him, has shading throughout his muscles. There's a little bit of shading around the waist belt right here and down through the pants, and it looks really, really good. None on the back, even way back in the day, 10 plus years ago. SH Figuarts wasn't doing that, but I guess that's okay. There's even some shading right through here. It's very, very light. It looks like it's some dry brush or something on the torn up shirt right through here in the midsection. I'm not sure if the camera's showing you. There's a little lighter spots through there. And that looks good. And his sculpt looks good. It's definitely those older shoulders where they like go out over top of the biceps and stuff, where now the bicep goes over top of the bottom of the deltoid, and it looks a lot better like that. But like I said, this is an older figure. This might actually be the first 2.0 Goku. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this is the first 2.0 Goku. And obviously this body was pretty good 10 years ago because they made how many ever, dozens of 2.0 Gokus to follow after this one. So it's a pretty nice example. I think it's pretty darn good. Now, for accessories, he really don't come with much, I'm going to be honest with you, but he does come with one very nice looking Super Saiyan hair sculpt on him in the package, and he comes with 3 different face plates. He gets a serious face on him in the package, and he also comes with an open mouth yelling face that looks pretty decent, and a teeth gritting face that looks nice as well. All 3 of them, for their time, were done very, very well. He also comes with 10 different hands. He comes with 2 fist hands on him in the package, and then half a dozen or more open style pose hands. Nothing we've never seen before, but where these are the first ones, these are the original molds of all the Goku hands that we've seen on every other Goku figure that we've gotten. So there's a nice little time warp look right there. But that is it. That is all he gets for accessories. I don't know, 10 years ago if that's just the kind of the standard fare or what, but that's all we get, and it's okay to me. Now, for his articulation, it doesn't differ too much from the other 2.0 Gokus for the most part, but he does move pretty well. His little neck joint here doesn't like to move for me too much, so it doesn't add too much to what the head will do, but the head will look down and it'll look up a little bit, and you'll get a little bit of lean and tilt. The problem with it is, just like the other 2.0 Goku, is that they've got him on the dag-nabbit ball hinge in there. That annoys me to death. I'm hoping that they permanently move away from it, but they're so unpredictable, who knows. But I'm going to forgive it because it's a 10-year-old figure. Shoulders will go out to 90 with no problem. Full on 360. Now, they had an early kind of version of a butterfly in here. It actually, the look of it reminds me a lot of the one that they have on the Z Broly. And it worked out pretty well for Broly, but Broly had a little bit deeper of a cut in here, and it kind of had a more narrow spot at the top of the pec. He doesn't really. So this figure I'm talking about. So engaging them doesn't bring his hands, quite as close together as you may be accustomed to, even with a 2.0 Goku. So that kind of sucks, but it's old, and I'm kind of glad they moved away from it. Bicep swivel that works just fine. Double jointed elbow, tons of range there, and it actually doesn't look too bad. The wrists are a ball hinge like normal, so you get your rotation, and they'll finagle around a little bit just like any other 2.0 Goku. Got a diaphragm break right here that you'll get a little bit of crunch with it like this with no gapping, and it'll lean back ever so slightly on it, and you do get some tilt and twist. My gosh, I can't talk. But this one has an added little feature to it that I'm not sure was good or bad that they got away from. But just like you can some of them Saiyan armor Vegetas and like that Saiyan armor Trunks, you can lift it up a little bit, because I guess there's like a hinge down in there. And you can actually get some added crunch. I don't really see the point of it because it's not much more. And when you pull that up, you lose aesthetic big time. So take that as you will. Ball peg down there in the waist, of course. That doesn't give us much more in the terms of tilt or crunch or anything, but that's where all your twist is going to come from. This is a floaty piece, of course, and this one, where it's the first one, this belt actually doesn't articulate the knot piece right there. He's got those 2.0 hips. You are going to get better than 45, but you're not going to get a full-on split out to the side with it. But for the time, that was actually pretty good. Of course, being a 2.0, he's going to kick up to the waist and a little above, and he's going to kick all the way back. Now, I do like how they've done the thigh swivel with this one, because the thigh swivel cut is not up here. It's actually, there are 2 layers to the torn up pants down here, and it's hidden under there where the thigh swivel is, and that's actually pretty cool. Got a double jointed knee, nice range, nice proportions, and the knee doesn't look too bad, particularly, again, for the times. No boot swivel. The ankles, they all suck on every Goku, even to this day, because they keep using that stupid double ball peg in there, and I hate it. So not much down, not much up, very little rocker. No peg holes in the bottoms of the feet. And of course, these toe hinges make me want to die. They are not very good. They're not very strong. They don't hold the weight of the figure, but whatever. Anyways, for his time, his articulation was pretty darn good. Final thoughts for the Super Warrior Awakening Goku. For a decade-old figure, he still holds up. I mean, if they released him today, 90% of Dragon Ball collectors would be happy with it. I think if it was a brand new figure and not 10 years old and kind of loosened up, but if it was brand new and they released this today, I think everybody would be happy about it. Don't believe me? Black Hole Toys ripped this exact mold off and just put manga colors on it there in the middle of last year, and everybody loves that thing. So everybody would be fine with this. Do I think the Fighter of Rage is going to be a better figure? Absolutely it is. And if you are going to choose between the two, choose the Fighter of Rage that's coming out later this year. You really don't need this figure, particularly in this day and age, but it's still not a bad one. For its time, because that's really what I want to compare it to, I will still give this thing a B. Plenty of room for improvement, but I do like it in a lot of ways. That hair is iconic. Everybody likes to make fun of it, and so that's why I'm going to probably keep it around. I won't sell it off for a while. But anyways, that's all I've got to say about this figure right here. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And with all that said, this has been Dad with Dad's Expensive Hobby, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.